Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Freddie checking in. Got another video for you. The question is, how do I stay so disciplined when I'm dieting? And the answer is because I've been there before. I've felt what it felt like to be on the other side, to be in shape. I've felt what it feels like to be that. And I'm going to give you an example. When you grow up poor, right? And you finally start making some money, you want to hold on to it. It feels good. You've never had it before. Same thing with weight loss, right? When you were overweight and now you're in shape and you can finally breathe and you can move around and your hormones are working great and you have all this energy and you feel free. No more pain, no more inflammation. And then you get off track and you go back to that overweight person and you're like, "Oh shit, I had it." And it's never going to leave your brain, right? You're always, no matter how much time you spend back into that overweight person, you're always going to be thinking about how good it felt to be that other guy, the one in shape. And then you got to go through the hard work to get there again. But once you get back there, you never want to let it go because it just feels too good. And you don't want to go back to that overweight, sick person ever again because you know how it feels to be that person. I grew up with asthma when I was 5 years old, and I'm 32 now. And this whole fitness and health journey has always been about, not only getting in shape and feeling good, but trying to figure out how to resolve the asthma issue. The issue that the doctor said I was always going to be on inhaler because of. And I finally figured it out. I'm inhaler free 5 years now. And it takes something like that to motivate you to become disciplined, to never want to go back to that same person you were before because you know how it felt. You were in misery. It was miserable. Not being able to breathe. Maybe you got high blood pressure. Maybe you got type 2 diabetes. Maybe it's hard for you to get out of bed. Maybe you never have energy. Maybe you can't go play with your kids. Maybe you just don't feel comfortable in your own skin. It's not until you feel that and then you feel what it feels like to be on the other side. And on this side, when you're in shape, it's a whole new world. And you want to be a part of that world forever. So once you make it across that line, across the finish line, and you're in this new world, it isn't until you get here where you realize it's not worth it. It's not worth the booby traps. They're all around you. Because every time something is in front of you that's not going to contribute to that healthy person, that overweight person you were before, boom, that's going to click right in your head. It ain't worth it. Right? So there's a fork in the road, and you got to choose which path you want to go down. And in order to get down this path over here, the good path, you have to flip the switch. There is no half-assing anything. If you're going to go here, you got to go legit all the way. You got to be all in. You got to say enough's enough. I'm not doing this anymore. I don't want to be this person anymore. I'm sick of feeling like this. And it's going to take enough times until you finally click and you realize it's just not worth it. It's not worth it, it's not worth making those bad decisions anymore, because this is about me. This isn't about anybody else. They can't feel what I'm feeling inside. I want to join these people. These people look like they got a ton of energy. They're happy. They're more confident. You got to pick a side. You got to choose a side. And you can choose whatever side you want. It's possible. There's so many transformations out there that you can see online who people have literally changed their lives. So it's there. The blueprints are out there. It's there for you to see, to show you that it is possible. You just got to make a decision. But once you get there, I promise you, once you get there, you're going to want to hang on to it. This last transformation was the toughest transformation I've ever been through. And I don't know if it's because as you get older, it becomes harder. But I told myself, never again. I've gained, I've lost weight plenty of times for bodybuilding shows and so on. But this is my last time, because I don't ever want to let this feeling go again. I took it too far the other direction. And I'll tell you what, it got scary. It's dark. It's dark over there, and I want to stay towards the light. So that right there is what stays in the back of my mind whenever I see choices out there that might not be good for me. Now, if I make that choice, at least I'm aware that I made that choice. I'm conscious of that choice. Not like before, where I was just out there, it is what it is. No. I'm well aware of the choices I make now, because I know what they can do. I know the damage that can be done from those choices. But if I'm going to make that choice and say I do make that choice, at least I know the damages that can be done. And I know how to combat that. But to wrap that up, guys, that's all it is. To have that kind of to have that kind of discipline, you got to go through shit. You got to want it. There's a health problem that you're going through. There's something that you're going through that you're sick and tired of going through. And you got to keep that in the back of your mind when you make that decision that you want to get to this side over here. And while you're going through, because it's not easy. It's not easy to get over here, right? But while you're going through it, that stays in the back of your mind. That picture, that feeling stays in the back of your mind while you're going through that journey. And then when you make it, it's like making it to the Golden Gate, baby. You don't want to go back. So anyways, guys, I hope that one helped. If you guys like the video, please leave a comment. Are you guys going through a weight loss journey yourself? Like, subscribe for more. And until the next video, guys, peace out.